Pascal obviously recently returned to the team. I think he came back in for the Spurs game, and that's coincided with a decent run in form, and in the Villa game obviously getting the result that form's deserved. How's it felt for you across those 3 matches?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, I'm very pleased to be back in the team. I tried to train very hard to go back in the team, so I'm very happy. If you're in, then you try your best to play or to help the team with good performances. That's what I try, and I'm really happy that we won on the weekend.
And on Saturday at Villa, obviously played a big part in the winning goal. Lovely cutback for Solly March. But it seemed you were playing from a deeper position than perhaps we're used to seeing you further up the pitch. How's that been in that new sort of area of the pitch?
Yeah, that's fine for me. When I'm central on the pitch, I think I can help the team a lot. With keeping possession or passes into the strikers, into the wingers. I like to play. I don't mind playing a little bit deeper. That's right. I played there before, back in Germany, so that's fine for me.
Now, I saw a stat at the weekend. I think that was the 27th goal in your time at Brighton in the Premier League that you've either scored or had an assist for, and it puts you top of the list. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, really good. That's what I say. I'm really happy when I play, and I'm really happy. I work hard always, and I try to help the team with my strength. And if we can win, and then after if I can assist or score a goal and help the team with it, it's obviously a perfect day for me. A winning feeling is just the best feeling. So I'm very pleased that I already could help 27 times, and I hope it's getting more and more.
Do you keep count of all those? Or is it just?
Nah, not really. To be fair, someone told me I didn't know the stat, but that's what I say. It's nice, but I try to do more and more that we get more wins.
Now coming up, we've got 2 games against your fellow countrymen in the opposite dugout. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp for Liverpool first, Ralph Hasenhüttl as well for Southampton. Both men you kind of know well in terms of having seen them operating at first hand back in Germany. Liverpool first, just how tough is that going to be this weekend?
Yeah, really tough. I think Liverpool is a top team. They won the Champions League, they won the league. Probably one of the best teams in the world. So we have to have a top performance, have to be really, really good to maybe get a result. We know that, but I'm quite confident that we can get a result. We often close. We already beat some big teams. I'm very optimistic on Saturday that we can get a result.
And we sort of hear heavy metal football. I think we sometimes hear it called by the media here in England, but it seems to have come from Germany with Klopp. You started at Dortmund, grew up with that type of football. What do you make of it all, and what he's done here in England? Did you expect him to be as successful as he has been?
When you say yes, no, I think it's a little bit too much. But I was expect quite a lot because I know the way Dortmund played, and it was just unbelievable, entertaining, and successful as well. And I thought when he got the players he wants to have, they can be really, really strong. Obviously, it's not that easy, but I'm very pleased for him because I think they done a lot of good things without winning anything. And they kept going, and they won now the league and the Champions League. And I think the level of performance they showed every week or every 3 days, they deserved that.
And when you look at that, how does that make you feel? Are you buzzing with excitement, or is there a little bit of fear when you're looking ahead to a game like you are at the weekend?
I'm excited more. I'm really happy. I'm training every day to play against the best best players in the world, the best teams. I play in a really strong team. I'm every day in the training ground to play those games, so I see it really positive. So I'm really looking forward, and I'm also positive that we can beat them.
And playing in that deeper role, how would you combat the likes of Mane, Jota, Salah if he plays? It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it is. I think if you want to stop them, what you have to do, no one can do that on his own. We have to do it as a team. We have to work together. We have to help each other out. We have to dig in. That's 10 games. That's normal. That you have to do that all. You have to be ready, mentally strong. That there will be tough periods. That's all normal in them games. But you have to be prepared for that.
And on the back of that, we normally like to take one game at a time, I know, but we go into a second home game, Southampton, potentially with more fans or some fans back in the stadium. How much are you relishing that prospect first of seeing some fans back inside the Amex? That must be something the lads have been talking about this morning on the back of the announcement earlier this week, surely.
Yeah, obviously. We would be really happy. My personal opinion would be so good to have a small step back to normal. If it's all safe for everyone, obviously that's the most important thing. But after, I think we are all looking forward to get small steps back to a normal life if it's safe.
And you come up against someone you know really well in Ralph Hasenhüttl. We touched on it earlier, but he obviously has been hugely successful at Southampton after a really tough period just over a year ago. Has that surprised you, how well he's done?
Yeah, I think they do really well. They had some up and downs, what you said earlier, but now they very good this season, very good results. I know the style of football he's playing. It's really front foot football, aggressive, trying to force mistakes. I think that's not easy to play against. I know that, but it's good. It's really good for him. I'm happy for him. But obviously, when we play them, I hope we can beat them.
And I guess when you're in that type of game, it helps with the fans in the stadium, surely, just to give you that little bit of extra momentum in a high octane game such as that.
Yeah, 100%. Every single fan is obviously, if they're allowed back in, for them they're buzzing to come in the stadium, have a normal weekend, normal day. They're probably looking forward, so they will be exciting. They give us a lift, and hopefully we can have a good time and win the game together.
And finally, I just want to ask you one thing we see that you seem to use really well within your game is the Cruyff turn. You seem to be an absolute master of it. It works time and time again. Is that something you work on in training? Do you practice it, or is it instinctive and natural in that period of the game?
I would say it is natural right now. I'm not training that every day. I use it quite often probably in training because it is natural. But when I was younger, we trained a lot of technical stuff, right foot, left foot. So it just helps me to win some time, to beat players, to get a cross away or get a shot away. So as a kid, I trained a lot on it, but now I would say it's natural.
And Cruyff, as a youngster growing up, was he someone where you'd be watching the old videos and
I think
YouTube
he was a little bit too old. Obviously, I know his name and his history of Holland and Barcelona, but I watched more like Zidane and them players like midfielders, more my time, I would say.